Hello, makeup lover, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've already been here before. If not, my name is Malene. I'm a Danish makeup artist living in Barcelona in Spain. For today's two different mix and match with Pat McGrath Labs looks, I pulled out a lot of different looks to find some green colors to make some green looks. With the first eye look, it's like incorporating a little bit of color to a fairly neutral look. And with the second look, as you can see, I go all green. So if you want to see how I did these two different looks, then keep watching because I will show you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have some great comments, if you have some good ideas for future content, or you want to tell me if you sometimes go all in on a color or just try to incorporate it a little bit with the normal daily neutral, then let me know in the comments. And of course, if you like videos like this, subscribe to my channel. It will be awesome to have you join. And lastly, I just want to tell you that, of course, you don't have to go out and get all the palettes I have and all the palettes I'm using for this look. I am sure you have something similar in your collection already. Now, let's go ahead and do some makeup, shall we? Dipped into the highlighting shade from the Subliminal palette with my flat definer brush. And you can use any highlighter you want to. I just wanted to use something that was fairly neutral, but still had a little bit of shimmer in it. With my Blender Pro, I dipped into the Ultimate Taupe from the same palette. And it's a wonderful taupe, very light. So I'm just going to tap that on here on the so-called transition area. And I'm just tapping it, and then I'm going to move it, the brush here, back and forth. Same color, same brush, a little bit more. And I'm just starting here in the outer part, outer area, and then I'm just tapping it on. As you can see, it's very, very neutral, and it's very light, even on my light skin color. Of course, if you have a darker skin color than mine, you can always pick a little bit darker color for this step, because this can maybe look a little bit weird and ashy on dark colors, but yeah. Did my mini booster into the color Depth, and that's from the same color and palette, and I'm gonna use that to create exactly that, a little bit of depth here. I'm just gonna mix it into the Ultimate Taupe. I'm just going back and forth and blending it into the previous color. And just to let you know, I'm just gently just tapping, just like doot, doing this in the palette with the tip of the brush. So I only get a very little amount of the color, because Mother's colors, they are quite pigmented, and I want to be able to control how I want this look to evolve and not suddenly go in too hard. Builder Pro, dipped into Extreme Dusk from the Mothership 6, also known as the Midnight Sun. I'm just gonna press that on the outer part of the mobile eyelid here to create some depth here, and same brush, same color. Starting again in the outer corner here, so it will be the darkest in the outer corner. And then I'm tapping it up into the depth, and then I'm just tapping it inwards a little bit here. And by the way, I keep forgetting to tell you, but I am not wearing any primer for this eye look. I am just wearing a little bit of the TheArtistMalene foundation in the color 24N. And now for the green. Some Wicked Envy Also from the same palette on my Build Up Pro, the same brush, I just brushed it off in a makeup eraser. And I am going to place the color, as you can see here, next to the previous color, and then I'm going to mix it into that. Like so. Gonna go in again with the same color, the same brush. I'm just tapping it on here. I just wanted to make it a little bit more visible. So. Dip my Smith brush 256 into the VR Emerald from the Nocturnal Nirvana quad from a previous holiday collection. And I am just going to put that here in the inner part. And I'm gently pressing it on. And then I am just going to work with it. So I'm going to work with it so it will go into the mix in with the Wicked Envy and make that a little bit more interesting. Not that it's not a pretty color, it sure is. Put on a little bit of Starry Night cream gel eyeliner from Colourpop in my waterline, and now I am going to use the Ultimate Taupe I started with on my soft definer brush. I'm going to use that here under the eye. I'm just going to go back and forth here, as you can see, and then mix it in with the upper part. Going in with the depth from the same palette, and I'm just going to use that mainly on the outer part to darken that up a little bit. I'm using the same brush, as you can see. Put on some Dark Star mascara, and now I want to give this look an inner corner highlight, and I am using the Pale Gold 002 from the Subliminal palette. And here you see the first look with a pair of false lashes. Even though there are shimmers on the lid, I still feel that it's not a look that is totally out there because it's still toned down. It's not like green on green on green. So you can totally incorporate green colors without the whole look being too green. Now, let's go on to the next eye look. For the second eye look, I'm going to start out with a highlighting shade from the Celestial Nirvana, the Mega palette from another holiday collection from Pat McGrath Labs. And this is a Cosmic Champagne. And I brought out this palette because it has an amazing, beautiful, well, I think, green color called Altered State. And I am putting that into the crease and the transition area because I am going to go all green with this look. And I'm just tapping it on. It's so beautiful. I am tapping it on with very, very light motions, gentle motions here. Next step is to blend it out a little bit more. So I brushed off the color and I'm using the same Blender Pro here, and I'm just using it here on the border of the color. So that will be properly thoroughly blended out, diffused. And I'm just doing the usual circular motions and a little bit of back and forth. With the tip of my mini booster, I dipped into the same color, and I am now lifting my eyebrow to really go into the crease here and build up the color because it has a tendency to become a little bit more bluish when you tone it out. So I just want to make it a little bit more green here in the crease, and I'm just tapping it in like so. Same color, different brush. This time around, it's the Builder Pro. And I'm gonna press that here on the outer part of my mobile eyelid. And here you can really, really, really see the beautiful green in it. It's so beautiful. I like these kinds of greens that are not totally grass green, but has a little bit of blue in them, but not too much. Super pretty. Dip my Smith brush to 56 into the VR Emerald from Mothership 3. No, wait, Mothership 2, of course, I'm sorry, the Sublime palette. And I am just tapping it on here, laying it on, pressing it on the middle of the eyelid and into the altered state. And as you might notice, I have put on some powder under my eye to catch the fallout because there can be a little bit of fallout with this. A little bit of the VR Emerald from the Nocturnal Nirvana quad, and I'm using the same brush and I'm placing the shadow the exact same place as with the other eye. So 2 emerald shades, but as you can see when I mix them together here, the one from the Sublime palette has a black undertone, so that's way darker than this one. So this is gonna lighten up a little bit here, and then I'm just gonna tap that over. A little bit of Desert Divinity on my lower lash line here with my Builder Pro, and the color is from the Celestial Nirvana. Sorry, I just got distracted by my upstairs neighbor who's walking around in his slippers, coughing and being noisy as always. I'm just going back and forth with the tip of the brush here. I don't mind that I got some other green here in the inner corner. That's okay. I can live with that. And for this look, I'm going to use the VR Fire Opal as an inner corner highlighter here. And the VR Fire Opal is from the Bronze Seduction, also known as the Mothership 5. And I am going to give this look an eyeliner, liquid eyeliner. I'm just doing the usual horizontal line here. And then I'm going into the middle of my mobile eyelid. And I'm just changing here so I can really fill out color. And this is the second eye look with some black mascara on the top lashes and some Electric Jade, the green color mascara from Pat McGrath Holiday Looks on the lower lashes. It's not something that you notice when you look at me from a distance, but if you come closer, you can see it, and I think it gives something extra to the look. I'm now going to put on some false lashes. And here you see the second eye look with some false lashes on. And with this, it's really green on green on green. I'm going totally in on the green color, and I love it. Now, I'm going to zoom you out so you can see what the two different looks look like with a full face of makeup. And this is it. These are the two different looks with a full face of makeup and now with some glasses. To go through what I have on my face as a foundation, I am wearing the TSCI foundation in the color 21 in Ivory, and I bronzed up my face a little bit with a new tiny bronzer from Pat McGrath Labs. As a blush, I am wearing the Nymphette today, and on my lips, I am wearing the makeuptrends lipstick in the color Omi from Pat McGrath Labs. I put on a little bit of Lush Gloss in the color Nude Venus to make it a little less matte. So the reason for me using the colors on my lips that I did is to make it a little bit more neutral because there's so much going on the eyes, and to keep the focus up here on the eyes, I wanted to leave the lips a little bit more neutral. So these are two different ways of incorporating a color into a look. Of course, the second one is all in there, but the first one is a little bit more neutral. So if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you have any good ideas for future videos, for example, or comments in general, put it in the comment box. And of course, also, if you want to tell me if you incorporate some color and some neutral looks sometimes, or you go all in on some one color, then let me know in the comment box also. And of course, if you like videos like this, subscribe to my channel. It'll be awesome to have you join. Now, I want to thank you so much for taking your time out of the day to watch this video, and I hope your day will be absolutely amazing, and I hope to see you soon again. Thank you so much. Bye. Mwah.